If you watch my channel, you know I'm a big fan of the Huawei MateBook X, one of my favorite ultra-portable laptops from 2017. Gorgeous display, gorgeous looks, premium build, everything you'd want in a ultra-portable. Unfortunately, it didn't have a touchscreen, battery life was lacking, and it needed a little bit more horsepower. And that's where this comes in. This is the Huawei MateBook X Pro. It was delivered yesterday. I've been highly anticipating this as a nice follow-up to the MateBook X from last year, but it improves on a number of areas. Hey everybody, this is Andrew, and this is my unboxing and first look at the Huawei MateBook X Pro. Let's find out if it's worth your money. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot of very exciting things on the way to the studio, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter for the latest updates. The Huawei MateBook X Pro is available for $14.99 at Amazon. I'll put the link below for more information and where you can get it. But the great news is, if you buy it now, you can get a $300 gift card from Amazon. That is a fantastic deal, especially because you're getting the $14.99 price point for the Core i7-8550 model with the MX150 GPU. That's unheard of. So if you've been on the fence and you've been wavering, don't, because this is a deal that probably will go very quickly. Act fast. And the packaging is certainly premium, just like it was last year with the MateBook X. Opening up, you're greeted by the unit itself, and the first thing you'll notice when you're holding it is how premium, how high-end this feels. Now, I imported mine from China, so that's probably why I got a European plug adapter, but nonetheless, you get a USB Type-C cord that you'll use for charging this device. And of course, you get your power supply. I will be testing battery life and charging times in my full review. Now, holding it, I was stunned to realize that this is under 3 pounds, to be more specific, 2.93 pounds or 1.33 kilograms. It's also very thin at 0.57 inches thick. That's actually very thin, very light, extremely portable. I'm happy with that. Now on the bottom you have a bunch of stickers. Now my model has the NVIDIA GeForce MX150 GPU, so that's why that sticker is there, of course. But of course there's also a Microsoft Office 2016 sticker, but that's of course not the retail version, it's just a trial version. If you need to buy it, head on over to scdkey.com. They'll give you a 10% discount code just for my loyal viewers. If you put it in at checkout, that $35 that you'd have to pay for the Office 2016 becomes $31.50. That's a really good savings, especially for the Microsoft Office suite. And payment couldn't be any safer or easier, as they accept PayPal, Mint, and all the major credit cards. That's pretty good. And I want to thank SCDKey for sponsoring today's video and providing the 10% discount code for my loyal viewers. So if you haven't done so, check it out. Now it comes in two colors, silver and what you see here, space gray. It's very Apple MacBook-esque, and say what you want, they've imitated Apple. Well, that's okay. Apple makes some excellent designs, very premium, cutting edge. This is no exception. So if they're going to copy somebody, why not copy Apple? I have no problem with that as long as they're making something that looks good and it really gives off a nice impression. And that's exactly what the MateBook X Pro does. And they also got the Mate Dock too. It gives you a few extra ports that you'll probably need. USB-C, VGA, HDMI, and another USB Type-A. That's pretty good. Now opening the lid for the first time, you get the lay of the land, so to speak. You have your power button, which also doubles as a fingerprint sensor. And by the way, my initial 24-hour use, it works well. You also have two speakers, one on each side of the keyboard. The sound is fantastic on this device, and it has a really excellent keyboard. Although the key travels a bit shallow, it still feels very good, giving you good tactile feedback. Now I'm happy to report they give you more ports than last year's MateBook X. You get a 3.5mm headset jack, two USB-C ports, one of which is Thunderbolt 3. That's pretty good. And they give you a full-size USB Type-A, not something you got last year with the MateBook X. I like that. Unfortunately, there's no full-size SD card slot or even micro SD card slot for storage expansion. But without a doubt, the star of this show has to be its 13.9-inch display. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a 3K display with a resolution of 3000 by 2000. That's 259 pixels per inch, and it has a 3:2 aspect ratio. Now, because it has a 3:2 aspect ratio, when watching movies like Netflix and on YouTube, you're going to get those bars along the top and the bottom. But the 3:2 aspect ratio is very good for web browsing and for productivity. I actually like a 3:2 aspect ratio. Now this gets very bright at 458 nits, making it one of the best in its category. It has very deep blacks and very vibrant colors that really pop off the display. And they've really shaved down the bezels with a 91% screen to body ratio. And it's covered in Gorilla Glass, making it more or less scratch resistant. Of course, we'll have to see how well that holds up over time. Now, one of the biggest complaints I had with the MateBook X from last year is its lack of a touch display. Well, that's been remedied here with this 3K display. It's a multi-touch display and it's very responsive. And because they've shaved down those bezels, they had to put the webcam on the keyboard. And of course, there are some pros with this and there are some cons. The pros being that you can hide it when you don't want to use it for security purposes. The cons being that it's going to be up your nose. Now let's see it in action. So this is the front-facing webcam on the Huawei MateBook X Pro. As you can see, not a very flattering up-your-nose style webcam, a la the Dell XPS 13, maybe even worse, but I gotta give them credit for trying something different, although I don't know if this is usable or not. I guess it is, but if you don't want to use your camera, you could always push the button and hide it. So therefore, you don't have to worry, for security reasons, anybody trying to spy on you when it's obviously when the camera's closed. But I want to know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. My initial impressions of the keyboard so far is really good. At only 1.1 millimeters of key travel, of course it's on the shallow side, but they are very responsive. You don't feel like your fingers are going to bottom out, and it's really comfortable to type on for extended periods of time. Overall, it's pretty good. And it has multi-stage backlighting, making it good for use in dimly lit environments. I like that. So far, I'm a big fan of the touchpad. It uses precision drivers, very responsive, nicely sized, and it really is great for two-finger scrolling and Windows 10 gestures. I have to say, so far, I'm really liking this touchpad. The MateBook X Pro has some excellent speakers, and they're located on either side of the keyboard. Let's hear them in action. Powering the Huawei MateBook X Pro is Intel's 8th generation processors. They're quad-core processors that promise up to 40% boost in performance over last year's Kaby Lake. You can get it with 8 or 16 gigabytes of RAM, it's DDR4, and it comes with 256 or 512 gigabytes of NVMe SSD storage. It also comes with the NVIDIA GeForce MX150 GPU. At least that's the model I have, with 2 gigabytes of video memory. I will be running my benchmarks and doing all my tests with the performance on this device over the next week or so. I will report my findings in that full review, so stay tuned for that. There are very few negatives so far with my early impressions. I think Huawei's hit a home run and made the necessary improvements over last year's MateBook X. So far, I'm impressed. And I'm looking forward to using this as my daily driver over the next week or two before I give you my full review. So hang in there, I will bring it very soon. So stay tuned, I will have a full review of the Huawei MateBook X Pro. So far, I'm really impressed in the first 24 hours. I love its battery life. So far, it's really holding up really well. Of course, I will do my full testing in my full review. I'll put all the benchmarks together, do all the testing as far as performance is concerned. I like the fact that it does have that MX150 GPU, 2 gigabytes of video memory, certainly will help in gaming, certainly will help with video editing. And I love the fact it's thin and light. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. It's got Thunderbolt 3 support. It's got the USB Type-A port, something missing on the MateBook X from last year. overall look and finish of this is fantastic. It's actually gorgeous in my opinion. Some people don't like the logo here. You know, I'm a minimalist. I would prefer not to have it. At least it's not glowing like Apple's logo. But anyway, so far so good. But I'm curious to know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the Huawei MateBook X Pro. Now, I will put my Amazon affiliate link in the description of this video. You can get it right now for $14.99, the Core i7-8550U with the, of course, MX150 GPU. That's a fantastic price, but the kicker is if you buy it through Amazon right now, you can get a $300 gift card, really making this a fantastic deal. So if you haven't done so, if you're on the fence, pull the trigger. I'll put the link below. I don't think you're going to regret it. Of course, if you want to wait for my full review, I encourage you to do so. I will have everything as far as this device is concerned, benchmarks, battery life, and you name it, I will test it. But if you want to pick up that deal, I would go right now to my link below, pick it up because you're going to get a $300 Amazon gift card. I don't think this gets any better, especially at $14.99 for the highest end model. But again, I'm curious to know what you think. Leave a comment in that comment section below. And I want to thank today's sponsor, scdkey.com, for providing a 10% discount code for Microsoft Office. I think that's a fantastic deal, especially those that use these products like the MateBook X Pro for productivity. And by the way, the keyboard on this is fantastic for use with the Microsoft Office suite. So if you need to pick it up, hit the link below for my 10% discount code. Again, thank you SCD Key for sponsoring today's video. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and of course our website, AMDtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMDtech. See ya.